watching Rashida and
John. That's me.
Oh.
So we were just checking back in with food habits, eating habits, food choices,
activity,
diet, exercise, that kind of stuff this last go around, and that things have changed for both of us in the last, 6 months.
Yeah.
I know we talked about after the half marathon that I ran, I was a little lax in my food choices. I wasn't as rigid. I was comfortable with eating some different stuff, and I feel like I gained a couple of pounds, which may or may not be true, but either way, even if it is true, it wasn't the end of the world.
Yeah.
For a day, I felt really bad.
Okay.
For a day. Okay. Like maybe half a day. I was like, oh man, what did I do? I wasn't doing the right thing. Oh no. And then I was like, well, and one of the things that I don't know if I mentioned this in the podcast was, I was like, why don't you just enjoy where you're at right now? Because you didn't used to be here.
Not at all.
So just enjoy this instead of lamenting
where you're not in the
where
future.
You're not in the future, right? Because
wow.
And so that was kind of a cool little
That's awesome.
game I played in my head of like, oh, just enjoy this. So, and that I had just changed my eating habits. It was the winter. I had a lot less activity, and it was much colder. I mean, it still is the winter, but
yeah, technically.
Even though it was 80 degrees out today.
Not 80, it was 75.
Maybe it was 80 in the car. I don't know.
But still.
So, we talk about the relationship to food, and that's the biggest thing, because a lot of times, we talk about snacking and the relationship hasn't changed. I have changed the snacks a little bit to be a little less calorically dense.
Right.
So instead of buying, something from the store, I'll make popcorn and then I'll season it myself with things like coconut spray and hot sauce and chili powder and all these things. And it's really tasty, but it's also a lot less calorically dense. And so it's like, I'm not really changing the relationship with when I snack, how much I snack.
Or how do you feel when you snack? Or what?
So when I put something that is healthier, I feel better.
Cool.
Because I'm not ingesting what we call trash.
Yes.
Junk food, trash food.
Mm-hmm.
So I do feel somewhat better, but also it's like knowing that it's not like I'm going to go have a big bowl of popcorn tonight, but I know exactly where I'm at, calorie-wise, how I feel, my activity level, all that stuff. So I feel good about it.
Good.
So I think that was the bulk of our talk was about like finding that good relationship, and you talk about parenting and reparenting and
because I was realizing for me, I've made some changes. I talked about being what I call now, or what I've heard called pegan, which is paleo vegan. So just no animal products, right? No dairy. And me, I'm also sugar-free, gluten-free, and now grain-free. And my friend the other day, when I told him about it, he was like, I'm sorry you're not eating food anymore, Rashida, but I totally support you. All right. So, but I'm eating food. I'm totally eating food. I'm just not eating. And I know, because I noticed my behavior with grains, gluten-free pasta in particular, was kind of a call for the inner kid in me is like, I want food right now. And that's really fast and easy. And I know I don't want to go through Amy's vegetarian, drive-through. Like, yes, they have, quote, options that I could eat, but I don't want to do that. I want to cook for myself. But what am I cooking? I'm cooking gluten-free pasta with sauce because it's easy and fast, because I'm starving, because I didn't prepare in any other way, even though I knew I would be hungry at some point in the day. It's like, so that's the parenting thing we talk about. And I don't feel like I have any, like, it's not about like less options. I feel like I'm very much open to the newer world of, oh man, vegetables in their whole form, and not just snacks and packaged, or even beyond, beef. It's tasty. It's a tasty option, and yet there's a lot of ingredients in there, and when I see more like a paragraph of ingredients, I'm like, probably not. Does it make me feel bad? No. It's not as healthy as banana.
Not every day, or not even every week now.
Well,
or once a week.
Twice a week.
Okay.
It's pretty.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, but definitely it's going to be less and less because I feel like my body just says, I want simple. Like, what's kohlrabi? Try that.
It's like a root, like a bold root. I don't know.
Can I steam it? Can I make it tasty?
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting into my spinach and potato and making that just like I feel like almost a bit better than what I've had at Indian restaurants I've gone to. Not because I'm the greatest cook or something, but because I know what I like and I know how to make it like I like it and how you like it. And so I'm learning how to work with these spices, and it's so much cheaper. It's great.
Well, and the thing that kept coming up and that we both mentioned is that being tired and cranky at the end of the day and not having prepared anything, even preparing the elements of a meal.
Right.
Whether that's chopping up carrots or for me having cold oatmeal ready or whatever, you know what I mean? So it's important to do that because at the end of the day you don't want to start making decisions or have to plan or have any sort of meal prep.
When it's clinically proven that you have less decision-making capability.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, so don't set yourself up in a situation where your brain is physically tired.
Can't do it. Yeah.
Can't do it. Not as well.
Not as well.
Not as well. And so you're more susceptible to making bad decisions. So that's I think one of the biggest things that I'm gonna continue to work upon and
Me too.
to work on
Prep.
and build upon is prepping, always having food ready. And I'm already thinking about tomorrow morning and I've got a training thing to go to and what am I gonna bring with me? And I gotta bring my bag and I'm gonna prep all this and pack this and I'm going to be in a large group of people and there's probably going to be like a box of donuts and coffee and I'm just going to have my own thing and then I'm going to probably get some weird looks because I'm eating a cold sweet potato and an avocado out of the skin, but I'm going to feel better about myself. Not even better about myself, my body will feel better.
Yeah.
It's not about a status or an ego thing.
Or better than that person eating the donut. And for me, I still love to watch people eat a donut or eat something super sweet that they love. I love that stuff.
Yeah, it's
because it's joyful for them, as long as it is. Because I've seen people eat sweet things out of remorse, and that is just the sadness of life, dude. I'm like, you might as well fucking enjoy it.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I've eaten sweet things out of remorse, sadness.
I've done it too, but not publicly.
Yeah. No,
like,
right?
Dude,
taking it home.
Go to the bathroom like a big girl.
Yeah. So, developing the relationship with food and being prepared, I think, is the big takeaway from this last talk for me.
See, same thing.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for checking it out.